Every October, the world starts to feel different. The air gets heavier, the dreams get louder, the time feels like it's bending, like something ancient is walking with us again. Some people call it the October theory. Others say it's just a veil thinning. But for those of us who live close to the spirit, we know it's more than a feeling. Doors start creaking open between worlds, and the ancestors, the signs, the tools, they start finding you. A feather on your porch, a key with no lock, a whisper that sounds like your grandmother's voice. October is when the unseen starts to speak. And tonight, we're going to talk about why this month has always been a spiritual portal. A season when hoodoo wisdom, ancestral energy, and divine timing all meet in the same room. So light your candle, take a deep breath, because this isn't just spooky season, this is spirit season. Grace and Peace Rooted Collective, welcome back to Awakened and Rooted, where the veil is thin, the vibes are deep, and the stories will make you question everything. So if you are into the mystical, the metaphysical, or the downright unexplainable, you are in the right place. So let's get into it.
If you are seeing random feathers coincidentally, stop and stay. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just here to give you the information. It's a lot of spiritual energy attached to feathers and attached to everything. But when it comes to feathers, the different colors can have a different meaning. Like if you're seeing white feathers, that could be a sign of a passed over person that was close to you, is near you, and trying to show you that they're near you, to aid you in anything that you could be going through, and to give you that push that you need to move forward. Or if you're seeing black feathers, that's your sign to know that you are protected, you are guided, you are being protected in the spiritual realm. Or if you're seeing brown feathers, that could represent your mind is too clouded. You need to get clarity in a situation. You need to use your intuition and your discernment to come up with a better conclusion about something going on in your current life. And so many more meanings. Make sure you follow your girl Sana for more. Peace.
All right, so we are starting out with when sort of spiritual tools find you by accident. This is going to be like a mixture of like hoodoo and spiritual tools and October theory and just all the October things happening.
Red string bracelets symbolize good luck, protection, strength, and good fortune.
Did you know candles aren't just tools in rituals? Their colors decide what answers you get. Since the earliest fires were lit, humans have used flame to reach beyond themselves. A candle isn't just light, it's a bridge. The smoke carries intention, the flame becomes a beacon, and the wax seals the energy you've called. But what most people forget is that every color burns differently in the world of ritual. White candles are for purity, cleansing, and truth. They clear the space, strip away lies, and call clarity when your path feels clouded. Black candles absorb. They draw in curses, break bindings, and banish spirits. But they can also feel heavy, for black doesn't just remove darkness, it eats it. Red candles fuel passion, courage, lust, and war. They awaken the blood. But that same fire can turn into anger if you're careless. Green candles are for wealth, health, and growth. They pull prosperity toward you, but they also demand patience. Growth never comes overnight. Blue candles call peace, healing, and wisdom. Light one in times of grief or chaos, and the silence that follows feels like a breath you didn't know you were holding. Purple candles are for power and spirit, for commanding respect and deepening psychic sight. They are royal flames, but they don't tolerate weakness in intention. Yellow candles spark focus, creativity, and clarity of mind. But when burned recklessly, they can leave you restless, unable to turn the fire off. This is why candles are more than decorations. They are voices. Each one speaks differently to the unseen. Knowing which to use is the difference between calling love and calling obsession, between wealth that grows and wealth that rots. That's why the Grimoire of Withered Echoes devotes entire rites to flame. 13 ancient spells that show how to use fire to summon love that lasts, protection that bends curses back, and wealth that enters without ruin. It isn't just a book of spells, it's a way to choose the right flame for the right desire, and to finally take control of what answers you back. You can grab it now from my bio or my story. So next time you light a candle, remember, you're not just burning wax, you're speaking a language, and the color decides what replies.
And when I tell you, I have a candle of several different colors, and most of them I get from the Dollar Tree. So if you are looking for candles that sort of mimic 7-day candles, or just candles you can dress yourself, or candles that are cheap to use for your spiritual practice, Dollar Tree is always the best to go. Dollar Tree just recently put out a bunch of black candles. I needed black candles, so I got like 6 of them. I have it in pink, I have it in yellow, I have it in red, I have it in purple, I have it in blue. I thought I had orange, and I might, but I'm looking in the place where I keep my candles and I don't see them. But trust me, when I tell you I use candles, I use candles. I even have these candles, which I am thinking of. I had my spiritual shop within my Beauty Over Age store, but I think I'm going to put my spiritual shop as a separate website. And on that I have this. This is the powerful hand candle. So it is a 7-color candle. And then the candle that I burn every single day. And as you can see, I've been using it. It's a plain white candle from Dollar Tree. Sorry, that is my CGM. But I definitely use candles. Sometimes I will take one of these candles, and depending on what I want to use the candle for, I will dress the candle, meaning I'll put herbs and oils into the candle. And this is not supposed to be that. I might take one of my Art of the Root oils and drip a couple of drops in the top of it before I light it, say a prayer over it, and there we go. But moving on, because that is not what this video is about.
Finding a feather is one of the oldest symbols of guidance. White feathers mean protection, black ones signal transformation, and colored feathers bring specific blessings. In many traditions, feathers were seen as messages from angels or ancestors. When one crosses your path, pause. It's a reminder you're not walking alone.
So let me know in the comments how many of you all have been on just like a walk. Like today looks like it's a gorgeous fall day outside, and you just decided to go for a walk. Have you ever run across anything like a feather, like a coin, like a key, or anything that you would use in your spiritual practice? Let me know.
Have you ever wondered why October feels spooky? Sure, we've got horror films and Halloween costumes and decor everywhere, but why October? Why has this month always carried that kind of energy? It's because all around the world, people have long felt that this is the season where the boundary between the living and the dead, it grows thin. The veil softens and our ancestors feel closer. And this isn't just a kind of made up thing, this is celebrated all over the world. Here in the UK, we celebrate it as Samhain, as the Witch's New Year. It's where the dead are honoured and we can do powerful divination for the year ahead. In Mexico, it's Day of the Dead. This is where families welcome the dead home with flowers and food and song. In Christian Europe, it became All Hallows Eve, All Saints and All Souls. 3 days of prayer for the departed. And in Slavic lands, people marked Jadi, a feast for the ancestors where tables of food were laid out for the spirits at the darkening of the year. Different names, different cultures, but all pointing to the same truth. October is the season of shadows and remembrance. And that's why it feels spooky, not because of anything to do with fear, but because the other world is closer than any other time of the year. And if you want to go deeper into October energies, from the upcoming supermoon to seasonal magic, then be sure to check out my video called A Witch's Guide to October. You will find that over on YouTube. And on this platform, I'm going to be sharing all things October energy, how to celebrate Samhain, how to create an ancestor altar, apple magic, spider magic, and so much more. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, make sure you like and follow, and let me know in the comments, what kind of October magic are you most drawn to?
So I learned something. So I knew about the All Hallows Eve and the Samhain and All Saints Day, but Jadi and a couple of other ones that she said I was not aware of. So you learn something new every day.
What does it mean when you find a huge rose quartz?
I love this question. So when it comes to the crystalline world and everywhere, there are no such thing as coincidences. It's all in divine timing. And you finding this rose quartz is exactly the right time for you. On like a practical level, it could have been left behind by someone who was in that space previously, and it could be a pet brought it in. Animals are very drawn to rose quartz. It could also be that you have a sprite in your life who's gifting you a little gift of love. I have friends and clients who like to leave rose quartz and citrine in public spaces. Or it could be that crystals are a higher vibrational energy and quantumly can appear and reappear. I've seen that happen in my 10 years of crystal healing, where unexplainable crystals come out of nowhere. Either way, when rose quartz comes into your life, it's dissolving barriers.
You didn't come here empty. You came here carried in on prayers, the kind whispered into quilts, cooked into greens, and buried beneath porches. Before you build altars in the sky, you gotta dig your roots into the ground. Your ancestors are your first spirits, your first magic, your first protection. When you don't start with your people, you open doors that were never meant for you. Not every god speaks your language. Not every spirit wants to bless you. Call your people by name. Pour 'em water, feed 'em light, talk to the ones that walk this road before you. Because when your ancestors rise, they'll bring the gods that were always meant to walk beside you. To disregard your bloodline is to disregard your gifts, your purpose, and the ones who bled so you could live. They suffered so you wouldn't have to. They prayed so your feet could walk straight. Even if you don't know their names, they know yours. Say this. To the healed and wise ancestors of my line, I welcome you back. Guide me, hold me, teach me what I forgot. Before you call on the gods, call on your grandma. Before you light incense to a spirit you don't know, sit still with the ones who birthed your bones. Because when the blood is honored, the gods come correct.
Indeed. Ask your ancestors for guidance. And no, we do not replace God or the Creator or the Most High with our ancestors, but call on your ancestors for guidance. Sorry, my camera looks crooked to me.
So the veil is getting very thin, y'all. And a lot of spiritual things are going to start happening. and you're going to start seeing a lot of spiritual things. One of the things that I've noticed is I'm beginning to see more spirits. I'm beginning to see more spirits on people. I'm beginning to see more spirits in places and things, right? The other thing is that your body is going to start going through different changes. Some of you are going to think it's allergies with the headaches, being tired and stuff. All these things are spiritual stuff that's happening to us to prepare us for the whole spiritual awakening where the veil gets thinner and thinner. Now, this is what's happening with me lately that I would like to share with you all. There has been these beings, they call themselves the Watchers, and they reach out to me. Now, you might not know I'm a channeler. I'm what you call a medium, a channeler. And these beings reached out to me, and they call themselves the Watchers because they have been watching us for longer than we can even imagine. And they have been communicating, and they want to share information. And the main thing, the ones that have contacted me, they want to help people to get energetically aligned to their higher self so that they can make better choices. This is the one thing that they were saying. We need to make better choices, and we're not making better choices because our energy levels are very low, and we don't have a good connection to our higher self. As watchers, they cannot interfere as far as change things in the world. But what they can do is help us to get energetically stable and connected to our higher self so we can make the decision. They call this the free will planet. And matter of fact, they told me a lot of beings are watching us because we have free will and we having all these different experiences, and they are interested in it. And many of them want to come here, and many of them do. But that's another story. When they come when they're not supposed to and start living through people, that's another story. But I just want you to know that the veil is getting thin and a lot of spiritual things are happening. And one of the major things that's happening with me is the connection to these beings, these watchers. And I want to start sharing this with you guys, the messages that they gave me. So starting next week, I will be going live on Thursdays or Saturdays. And I will have a opportunity for you to ask questions. So just want to let you know that the watchers are watching.
If a feather recently appeared upon your path and seemingly out of nowhere, this video is for you. It absolutely means a lot of things, so if you're interested, stay around. But first, my name is Sade. I speak about all things spiritual. If you're into that type of thing, go ahead and give me a follow. And this is my only page, Don't Get Got. 1, angelic presence around you. And I think that's such a beautiful thing because a lot of times in my experience, I find them a lot of times when life is getting hard and getting tough. And you might question, is everything going to be okay? If you're seeing one, it is. 2, releasing and letting go. A lot of times if you are holding on too tightly to something, someone, something, some place, whatever, they will send a feather to remind you just to gently release it. I think I just saw a butterfly. Okay, anyways. So next time you see one, ask yourself, what are you holding on to that needs to just simply be released? 3, synchronicities and confirmation. I have a little mantra that I like to do, and I like to say, universe, if I'm so good, show me. I got it from Abraham Hicks. And I was seeing certain specific stuff, and no lie, like 2 days ago, I might do a video, post a video on it, but I saw a gray feather right at my shower. So they a lot of times will show up for a confirmation. So ask yourself, what was I asking? Funny, a 111 on a timer, so that's another confirmation. 4, transformations. Obviously in the 3D, feathers come from birds. And birds represent freedom, flight, lightness, soaring. So ask yourself next time you see one, where are you at? What specific area in your life are you ready to soar, transform for real, for real? 5, protection and clarity. protection, and clarity. And especially white ones. I actually just saw a white one this morning and a gray one. So your girl is out here protected and cloaked, okay? And again, pay attention to the color. Blue could symbolize peace, calmness, moving, your throat chakra. It could be communication. Red could represent passion. Mars energy could be a little aggressive, but it could be you being aggressively protected. Black feathers are all about release and hidden truths coming out too. If you're seeing gray, that might mean that you need to be more neutral, cloaked, like be more strategic how you move, but know that you're being cloaked and protected. So let me know below, when's the last time you saw a feather, and what place where was it at? I know last year I saw one in a grocery store and it was not there. And when I went to check out, it was a big one. I'm like, where did this world has come from? So yeah, they're definitely angelic. 222 on the clock. Like, follow, save, and share to any of your spiritual friends who are seeing feathers.
October is proof that letting go creates more life. Change is sacred. Look at the trees. They don't fight to hold on to their leaves. They let go. They literally die. They change colors and let go of their leaves and create more space for change. And you, if I'm talking to the right person, are in the same phase. The old version of you, the old habits, the people, the patterns, the things that don't serve you anymore, they're falling away. And just like the trees, it doesn't mean that it's the end. It's transformation. You letting go is what creates new beginnings, new blessings, new starts, new beginnings. So instead of resisting change, I want you to truly embrace it. Because this season is just a reminder that endings are simply just preparation for more life.
So for whatever reason, starting October, this last quarter of the year, I started in October saying like this is the most wonderful time of the year, because for whatever reason I feel like October is really fall, like when fall really sets in, and when I start to have like a different feeling. Like growing up I used to love summer, of course, because school was out, but being older, summer is just like, okay, it's hot outside. But for whatever reason, there's just like a different feeling, I want to say, in my spirit when like end of September, beginning of October sets in.
October 6th, there is a super full moon in Aries, and here's what you need to know. Like I said, it's not just any full moon, it's a super moon, which means that it's closer to the earth, it looks bigger, brighter, and it has a more powerful pull on not only the tides, also your emotions and yourself. This one you're gonna feel, so pay close attention. The Aries super full moon is fire. It's about courage, passion, and taking action on the things that you've been putting off for so long. Think of it like cosmic jet fuel for your soul. This energy is pushing you to release your old patterns that are stagnant, and any kind of old or stagnant connections to these commitments that you've been holding on to but aren't really aligned with you anymore, that's been weighing you down. They gotta go. Time to let them go. Here's the twist with this. The sun is in Libra. So we're being asked to really balance the me with the we, the interdependence with the independence. Aries says, stand in your truth, while Libra is really saying, don't forget the people that you love. This moon is the reminder that you can't have real harmony with others if you're feeling disconnected from yourself. The cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, you'll feel this full moon the most intensely. Expect clarity, courage, and maybe a nudge from the universe for you to finally make that decision that you have been putting off or avoiding for so long. Here's the thing, full moons always bring emotions to the surface. This one might stir up relationship issues that have been kind of lingering for a while. You're being asked to speak your truth with honesty and bravery. Sometimes courage is action. Sometimes it's patience, and sometimes it's vulnerability. So what is the full moon asking of you? It's asking for you to trust your gut, to honor your needs, to be bold enough to make some changes, and it might be even asking you to leap into the unknown. Clarity comes through action, and this moon is your cosmic invitation to stop overthinking and to start moving, to get in action. Remember, letting go creates space, and under the fiery Aries moon, what you release now clears the path for something bolder, braver, and more aligned with your soul to come to you.
That to me is sort of in line with the October theory, and it's funny because the next video I have coming up, and I have a few more, is about the October theory.
So, October theory. Here's something crazy. The I just realized, career-wise, every time something has happened for me big in my career, it has been this time of the year. Like, I got promoted, I got a surprise raise. Yeah.
And she didn't really explain what the October theory is. But I have a couple of other videos that kind of explain what the October theory is. But in a nutshell, it's always some sort of a life-changing thing that supposedly happens to you in October.
October is shadow season, and this is actually the time to manifest faster. People hear shadow work and think it's scary or heavy, but your shadow isn't your enemy. It is your hidden power. The shadow is just the part of you that you've pushed away, and when you ignore it, it slows down your manifestations. But when you face it, it accelerates everything. So here are 3 ways to work with your shadow this October. Number 1, mirror gaze at night. Sit with a candle and your reflection, and instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask, "What am I ready to see?" Number 2, journal a trigger in real time. Next time something irritates you, write down, "What did this make me feel? When did I first feel this?" This turns the trigger into a clue and not a block. Number 3, shadow affirmation swap. Take a negative thought like, "I'm not worthy," and speak its opposite into your mirror. Say something like, "I am worthy right now. I always have been and always will be." Say it until it feels true in your body. This October, don't run from your shadow. Integrate it. That's where your alchemy lives. I hope this helps.
Yep, and she just gave a good way to do something that we all know that we need to do, which is the shadow work.
We are now into October, and if you understand October theory, then you understand that this is the time to lock in. October is essentially the start of the last quarter of the year and can be utilized as the sort of second new year. For a lot of people, October is that type of year where you tend to reflect on how this year has gone for you. It's a major time for a sort of audit of your year. I like to really utilize October as that sort of new year theme. I will always try to take the time when going into October or in late September to really identify what it is I want my life to look like come next year, at the start of next year, in the middle of next year, and at the end of next year. So this time next year, what do I want that to look like? What do I want to get done? How do I want to be living? And once I've identified that, I can understand how I need to start the year in order to get all of those things done and to get the things that I want. So think of October as the start of your pre-season. What do you need to get done before the end of the year to ensure that at the start of next year, you are in this sort of rhythm and flow to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish and have next year? Take the time to identify everything I just talked about. Set your goals for this last quarter of this year to help you achieve your goals that you'll have for next year, and then lock in and get the work done. So that way, come the start of next year, you are going to be ahead of the game.
So that makes a lot of sense. That is not what I hear October theory is, but that is a good way to use this last quarter of the year. Starting in October, lock in and start to plan the rest of this year so that next year is, I guess, more of what you want it to be. That makes a lot of sense.
If you are seeing this in October, you are entering your most abundant season. You are about to experience so much clarity connected to your purpose and your path. All the puzzle pieces are coming together. Everything that seemed like it wasn't making any sense is going to start making sense. Things are going to start to click. Everything that you've been going through has been preparation for this point in your life. You've been going through cycles of doing things that you don't really feel connected to. You've been 1 foot in and 1 foot out of things that you're not even really sure about. You are experiencing a type of clarity that is going to make your purpose impossible to ignore. Finances and stability have been something that you've been concerned about on this journey, but everything is going to start happening for you. It's not really going to be a lot that you really have to do. Things are going to start to fall into place for you. You've been constantly shifting and learning new things this entire year, and not only have you been going through these things, but you've actually been learning from them, and this is why you're being rewarded. because you have the capacity to handle this abundance that's coming in without sabotaging it, without dimming yourself back down, without feeding into beliefs that you don't resonate with anymore. And every test that you've had is going to start to make a lot of sense this month. You have been clearing out a lot of things, and you have been creating more space for what is coming in.
So here's another October theory video, and I have not watched it, of course, all the way through. I watched like the beginning, but hopefully she'll give us a better idea of what October theory is.
I don't care what anyone has to say. October theory is real. 2 Octobers ago, I got a new job. 2 Octobers ago, I got a new car. It seems like almost every single October, I make so much money. 10 is the number of completion. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or what it is, but I really just feel like there's so many blessings that happen in October. So before you scroll off this video, I really want you just to get in the mindset of like, instead of this is not going to happen for me, but like this is going to happen for me, like get in that expectancy mindset. When you get in that expectancy mindset, that's when things shift. It's like you are expecting it to happen. October is the month you can accomplish every single thing that you wanted to accomplish this year. You just have to believe that you're actually worthy of accomplishing it. That's the only thing that's standing in the way of getting everything that you want done. It is our belief that it's going to happen. So I want you to save this video. I want you to come back at the beginning of November and tell me all of the blessings that you've received, because October, I know October is going to be a good month for me. Like it's already starting to be an amazing month. Like the 1st of October, my video hit 11 million views. Like that is so crazy. So save this video and just come back in November and just tell me how your October went.
That is something to think about doing too, to see, sort of take account at the beginning of next month what happened for me in October.
No. Once again, history prevails. You can't be taught hoodoo. It's either in you or it's not. And by in you, I mean lineage, direct lineage. And if they are out here teaching anybody or you, then you can no longer blame them for stealing, colonizing, and appropriating. Because you're literally handing them the fucking blueprint. Make gatekeeping a thing again. More importantly, anything you read online, you should take with a grain of salt. Because if Lynch said, if you want to hide something from and put it in a book, what makes you think they'll make something easily accessible to us on the internet? Yet alone a book.
The key ain't just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of access, power, and opening up paths that might otherwise stay locked.
Like, I did cut this off and start it over again because I thought that the video stopped, but I hope you all did have a chance to read the different meanings of keys.
When you are chosen, when you are in these environments, you will be looked at as if you're crazy, or you're just looked at differently because you are different. There's something that it just like turns on a signal for people, because your aura is so just like, how can I put this? Your aura is so like immense. It is so like a lot. It can be too much for other people, and so that's where other people try to drag you down or try to isolate you because you are deemed to be too much, or your light is too bright to fit in with those that are maybe in a lower vibration than you. The people around you will try to lower your vibration, to get you to doubt yourself, to make you feel like you are not chosen. But I am here to remind you that you are chosen, and you are strategically placed in these environments to raise the vibration. And do not forget your purpose in these times of doubtfulness, because the warfare is so strong. It will make you feel like that you need to remove yourself. It will make you feel like you are being pushed out. And sometimes you being pushed out is your sign that your mission is complete in these certain environments with these certain people. But you have to use your discernment to know when it's your time, when you have served your time, and when it's time to go.
That's all I'm saying. I know that went by kind of fast, but kind of pause it and read it because it gives a lot of good information.
Listen, the Catholic Church is the quintessential Christian organization. I think all churches, regardless of their denomination and doctrine, I think all churches want to emulate the Catholic Church in some way. And so this is why my question to you is, as a practitioner of ATR or Voodoo or Hoodoo, especially Hoodoo, that's me, baby. I'm with that all day. But my question is, why are you allowing people that are a part of an organization, a Catholic church, that has and have sexually abused women and children? They've paid out $5 billion with a B dollars to women and children that were abused by bishops and priests. Why do you allow them to tell you that Hoodoo is demonic? Again, an organization that sexually abused women and children. Why is it that you allow them to tell you your African American spirituality, indigenous spirituality of Hoodoo is demonic? Just answer that. Your ancestors came here from West and Central Africa. They were enslaved. They created Hoodoo for you so that you could hold on to your African roots. Why would you allow folks from a Christian organization that has abused women and children, sexually abused women and children, why would you allow them to tell you your spirituality and cosmology is demonic? Wake up. Ise, Ashe, Ayubobo, amen. Peace.
I get completely where he is coming from, but I myself do my own research. So there is no way that anybody can tell me that a tradition that was created by enslaved Africans or in African Americans back during that time is demonic. It was a form of survival. It was a form of keeping our traditions from Africa while sort of incorporating them into the religions that were forced upon us once we came to America. So there is no way that you can tell me that it's demonic.
If you are a plant parent or looking to become one, here are 5 plants with spiritual benefits that can help enhance the energy in your home for divine protection, prosperity, peace, harmony, and healing. The money tree to enhance that money flow. The snake plant for spiritual protection and boundaries. The cactus plant to ward off negative energy. The peace lily to purify and harmonize. The aloe vera plant for spiritual detox and renewal. Listen, plants are alive and well, and there are a lot of ways that you can utilize plants to alter and work your life in a new, different direction, whether in home, in your heart, or out in the world. Get these plants, do what you need to do to take care of them, and they will take care of you.
So I have a snake plant. You can't see it, but it's over here. I have a pothos because that's the easiest plant to grow. I do want a money plant, maybe an aloe vera plant. And we'll see. I want to turn this room into like a tropical rainforest, basically.
I'm seeing a lot of feathers lately. It's interesting. Just feathers from birds. Just seems to be like everywhere I go. It doesn't matter where I go. And I'm not looking for them. They just present themselves. They just show up. I could be walking and looking at the ground and just thinking completely different thoughts than where I'm at. And then all of a sudden, boom, like there's a feather. And it's not that they like land as if they were falling in front of me. It's just like they're always on the path that I seem to be on.
So ask yourself, what does that mean? I've never seen a cowrie shell that was dark like that. I've always seen the white ones. I do know that they do have some kind of spiritual message with them, or some kind of spiritual energy. Especially I see like cowrie shell, and I want one. I swear I want one. The cowrie shell with the bells, the bracelets that sort of make noise like that. But yeah, that one is gorgeous.
Don't let that white dress fool you. Mama wore a veil and kept High John root in her purse.
If you know, you know.
They called it liquid light for a reason. Listen closely and follow for more mystical crystal guidance. Selenite is not of this world. It's a bridge between realms. A wand of clarity that sweeps through stagnant energy. Hold it, and you'll feel the soft hum of purity, as if moonlight itself chose to crystallize. It cleanses other stones, clears your aura, and opens the crown to higher guidance. Selenite doesn't just protect, it illuminates the shadows until nothing but truth remains. This is your channel to the divine, a reminder that you are light embodied.
So I have a selenite disc. It came to me cracked and it eventually broke, but I do still sort of keep it together, and I put my other crystals on it to cleanse my crystals. And right now we have on it labradorite. We have, why can't I remember this? We have black obsidian, which are 2 very powerful ones. I have some rose quartz. Oh my gosh, I cannot, carnelian. I don't know why. But this one is a palm stone that I got from Mindful Souls. It fits so perfectly in the palm of my hands. If I keep it in my hands long enough, it sort of warms up, and I just love the sensation of it. But I'm going to get into the other ways that I can use my selenite other than cleansing my crystals.
When did you realize you was on divine assignment in your life?
A little. Yeah, I always thought I was very, very special. Very anointed or narcissistic one, because I just believed it. I always have. Nobody can tell me that it's not true. That I have a mission, and I am anointed, and I am special, and I am blessed, and that's why I choose service over anything, because I know some things come easier to me than they would to someone else. So I already know.
I love Erykah Badu, and not just because of her music, because of what she stands for. She's a little weird. That video that she had, was it window seat, where she slowly but surely took her clothes off in the middle of the street. That was a little weird, but I love Erykah Badu.
People keep asking me, is the veil thinning on its own, or do we have to do something to make it happen? The truth is that the veil, this filter between what we call reality and the greater field of consciousness, moves in cycles. Right now, there are cosmic alignments, solar activity, even Earth's own magnetic shifts that are making it thinner no matter what we do. That's the macro. But here's the micro. How it feels to you depends on your frequency. If your field is chaotic, the thinning veil feels like you're overwhelmed, maybe some paranoia, static. If your field is coherent, it feels like clarity, synchronicity, connection. It's the same veil, just different experiences. So yes, the thinning is happening on its own, but the ones who've tuned in and grounded their frequency, they're not just better prepared, they're kind of the anchors that help others cross.
For me, I do not feel overwhelmed at all. I feel fantastic. I feel like my soul is buzzing. I feel great this October.
Greetings, beloved. The ancestors told me to tell you that the veil is thin right now. The veil is thin. I just came out of all-night prayer. The veil is so thin that you can touch them on their faces. The veil is so thin. Play your tambourines. Sing your gospel songs. Tell your stories in your family. Ooh. Light a campfire outside and sing songs of Zion. They are here with us to encourage us, to comfort us, to let us know that everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Light your candles. Burn your incense. Yes. Eat grandma's favorite pie. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Drink their coffee. Drink coffee with them. Burn tobacco with them. Yes. Burn the cigarettes and the tobaccos and blow it into their faces, on their pictures, on your altars, beloved. They are here. They are here. We are not alone. Peace and blessings. Shalom.
Hey y'all, it's your soul Bessie spiritually, and I just want to jump on here and tell y'all how abundantly blessed y'all already are, but really about to step into. It is October 1st. This is a month of 10, and for me, 10 has always been a number where endings and beginnings come together. We are stepping into a month full of ascension. Those old cycles have already ended, but there are going to be so many new beginnings, new opportunities, new loves, new partnerships, new friendships. There's so many new things that are starting for you right now. And these things that are moving on your behalf, they are happening expeditiously. I feel like I sound like Tia. But they're happening expeditiously. 10 is also a number of acceleration. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock right now. You are manifesting at an accelerated pace. So continue to manifest. Continue to walk in that newness. But also remember that newness is still only remembrance, because this energy has already been here before. Maybe we are now walking in it and it's new to us, but it's still remembrance. So pay homage. Thank your spirit guides and your ancestors for their divine guidance in your life. And if you want to step deeper in this energy, join me on 10:10 and 10:31 at our floating sound bath. I'm going to put the ticket information below. 10:10, we're stepping through that accelerated portal to speed things up, to call our future into our now. And on 10:31, we are building an ancestor altar together, and we are paying homage to those that have walked before us, that still guide us to this day. And happy October. Later.
Happy October, girly.
Classes in session, baby, and your ancestors are so glad that you're here. October is a powerful month for dreaming. Go out and get you a dream journal. Go out and get you a white candle. Go clean your room and get ready, because for the early October, what the themes around will be when we combine the moon phases as well as with what's happening astrologically, we kind of see what a lot of the themes are around dreams. Like and follow for more.
It's crazy how things that we refer to as spiritual nowadays was literally normal for our ancestors. Walking barefoot, meditating, eating fresh foods, daily movement, sunlight, using herbs to not only heal the body but maintain health. That was literally common knowledge passed down through generations. This all literally is just us returning to our true nature. It's not something new or we're just now discovering.
If you didn't know, there is actually a difference between witchcraft and hoodoo. Let's talk about it. So, if you didn't know, we are in now the month of October, and it is actually Hoodoo Heritage Month. And during Hoodoo Heritage Month, a lot of creators, including myself, especially a lot of Black spiritual creators, we get a lot of questions as in, can I practice hoodoo? Do I qualify to practice hoodoo? I am not Black, or I'm pagan, or whatever it is. So paganism is associated with witchcraft. Now, I'm not here to say there's anything wrong with witchcraft. I'm just saying that it is not the same thing as hoodoo, because it is not. Paganism is a practice that is very, very open, and that is founded in a lot of European or Eurocentric belief systems. Paganism is also associated with a lot of elements from the earth, a lot of sigils and signs and things like that. Now, many people can practice paganism, but not many people can practice hoodoo. Hoodoo is literally a practice that is created, and made by African American people. Hoodoo was created by African American people when a lot of our ancestors came to America, and we were not connected to a lot of our ancestry and background. Hoodoo is innately associated and connected to slavery, no matter which way you put it. How do you know if you can practice hoodoo? If you are a Black American, if you are an African American, you can practice hoodoo. If you are not African American, you cannot practice hoodoo. It is a closed practice. Hoodoo is not a religion, though some practitioners do see it as a religion. Hoodoo, there is different aspects and parts of hoodoo, and that's why there's a lot of discourse on what people do in hoodoo and things of that nature, because there's so many variations of different parts of it, because of a lot of our ancestors are from different parts of Africa, and a lot of our ancestors are from different parts of the United States. So Florida hoodoo and Louisiana hoodoo are two different kinds of hoodoo. So that's all I have to say for now on hoodoo and witchcraft.
All right, Hoodoo Collective, we have come to the end of this video. I have so many more video clips for this topic, so let me know if you want me to do a part 2. Also, please let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with someone who may also be on a spiritual journey. And now there is the hype button, so please hype this video so that it goes out and more people can see it and we can grow our community. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Until next time, stay awakened and stay rooted. Peace.